Fox.
Why Fox's sports team is more animated than ever.
Rose.
How'd they do that?
So much for the women covering the NFL. Time now for the men. A hot new TV ad campaign is helping a certain network outfox its sports competition, and correspondent Bo Griffin is here to explain.
Oh, Leeza, this was so much fun. Now, of course, you've seen the ads. I'm talking about the claymation versions of Fox Sunday sportscasters. They're funny, they're outrageous, but the question is, how do they do that?
They're wacky, explosive,
Rose.
and shocking. They're the claymation version of these guys, Fox TV's football commentators.
I don't think you need to get snippy about it.
Howie Long, Terry Bradshaw, James Brown, and Chris Collinsworth. For Fox NFL Sunday's new ad campaign, these sports giants were turned into wisecracking mini mounds of clay. How'd they do that? Fox recruited Will Vinton Studios, one of the pioneers of claymation art.
The key to the animation process that we think is so successful here is bringing life to inanimate objects.
Come on, guys. Research said we've got to build female viewership. So, let's get
The process begins by building a skeleton which will allow the figure to simulate body movement and facial expression. Then, photos are examined in order to create a foam latex puppet resembling each announcer. So, how do these characters come to life? First, there's the recording session. Then, through a process called body referencing, animators film themselves acting out the ad so they can later use that information to animate the scene. The next step is stop-motion animation. To make the action realistic, each figure must be posed 24 times in just 1 second. That means for a 15-second spot, one character is positioned and repositioned an amazing 360 times. But the key to making these figures really believable is to mimic each man's individual characteristics. How do they do that?
We look at Howie, Terry, Chris, and JB extensively in their gestures, the way their heads move. That's the key to characterization.
Put it all together, and you've got a group of grown men who still act like little boys. But Howie, Terry, Chris, and James aren't the only personalities these masters have perfected as dolls.
As you can see, they can turn just about anyone into a claymation character. Pretty impressive, don't you think? Pretty sneaky is what I think. How'd you do that?
You have been immortalized. Do you love it?
I love it. I have great cheekbones in clay.
Absolutely. Ms. Leeza, you are indeed now the claymation diva.
That was fun. Thank you.
Wait. We've got one more little surprise for you a little bit later in the show.
I'm scared of you, Bo Griffin.
Oh, you should be.
Extra.